there. I hope you're all well. I don't know what that was all about. Calm, tranquility, peace, quiet, loveliness. Oh, well, it was until it started raining outside. I wondered what that noise was. Yeah, it's the rain. So I get concentrating on something totally different and then I'm late. And yet I've been sat here the whole time. La da 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 da. Let's do la da da. Cheers. Oh God. Come on. So I can't see any comments. Oh wowee. How good is that? Okay guys. Unfortunately, there are no comments coming up. So rather than leave it any longer, I'm just going to switch it off. I'm hoping you can hear me. If not, lip read. I'm switching you off. And then I'll put you straight back on again. And you're gone. Now don't mess around this time. Go live. Start camera. And I'm back. If it does it again, I'm turning it straight. Oh God, it's doing it again. No, stop it. Sorry guys, it's doing it again. I can't talk to you unless I turn it on and off and on and off and on and off. God, I'm gonna turn it off again. I will be straight back. End stream. Done. Now back on to go live. Right. Do. Fingers crossed. Got my fingers crossed. I think last time it did this, it took me about 4 attempts to actually do it. Just rebooted my camera. Oh God, it's doing it again. Oh God. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I'm just going to have to turn it on and off again. I'm going to reboot this again and then hopefully it'll work. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye. Gone. Done. Let's reboot, huh? Probably offended so many people now. Right, let's get this restarted. I've been watching that Rocky Horror advert for the show. I can't get the music out of my head now. And I keep wanting to do the dance. Come on, come on. Oh God, it always takes forever when you're waiting. It's like boiling a kettle, isn't it? Now it's gonna, oh my God, it wants me to log in. Don't you just hate it when it says, "Are you a robot?" And you're like, no. Please. Yes! Woo. Yay! I started to get a bit worried then. Good evening, Matthew Wells. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, Metal Man. I am very well, thank you. How are you? Rose, hi Jill. Better now. Better now. And it's working. Hello, Alex. How are you? Alex Bannon. I'm not going to be doing surnames. So, Metal Man, you're just Metal Man, okay? Not 690. Joseph Long, I'm going to say your surname because you're new, I believe, because I certainly don't recall the name before. So hello, Joseph. It's been a very good day. I hope you've had one too. Jonas, good evening. Are you smiling at last? Good evening, Jill. Thank you for the video. Really appreciate it. You're welcome. So long as it put a smile on that face, I don't mind. I'm pleased you're well, Metal Man. JT, good evening. How are you? I hope you've had a great day. Yes, I've had a very good day, actually. I'm actually looking, and right behind the camera is a window, and I can see lots of pigeons sort of like getting out of the way of the rain. John, olive green. Yeah. On my trousers as well. My trousers are olive green too. The ones I had on at the weekend were like a very light brown, like my fingernails. Do you remember? You should do, it was only yesterday. Alex, you look amazing. Thank you. Good man. I see rebooting worked for you. It's the second time I've rebooted it though. Marty Bear, hello. Is that If Nylon Fan? Hang on. You're going too fast down. Glasses at the ready. FF Nylon Mat, fully fashioned nylon mat fan. New glasses next week. I think they said 3 weeks. I think they told me 3 weeks I had to wait because I get the lightweight ones. So, well, actually, I've got 2 different lots coming. So like one sort of straight across there, but round. I don't know. Worth a go. And then my others are just like these, but stronger. JT, very well, thank you. Beautiful. Been busy with my flower beds all day, just as well as it looks like the sky is about to open. There you go. They'll prosper with the rain. Oh, Marty. Hello, Marty, 67. No, I'm not doing surnames. You're just Marty now. Marty. Uh-oh, choppy stream. Okay. Anybody else got choppiness? Really enjoyed your updates yesterday. Thank you. Jonas, I usually don't like olives, but you've changed my mind now. Did I show you I did do a video of my olive tree that I bought. Yeah, did I show you my olive tree? It's 95 years old. It's actually older than me. Seems good for now. Good. Suzanne and Carl. Oh, Suzanne. Good evening, Jill. Hope you're well and looking gorgeous as usual. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, darling. Marty, yes, I thought I did. Rose, yes, she showed us the olive tree. I've shown off my garden to you. Because I don't have much of an exciting garden. It's big, but it's not exciting because I once had a place with a cottage garden and that was really pretty. And I sort of planted everything myself and did everything myself. But this one's just too big. I don't want to sit on a lawnmower all day long, even though it would make a very good video, I'm sure. I still don't want to. So Lyle, wow, I guess 30, 40 years old. Now 95 years old. My tree. I'm 57. So it's definitely older than me. John B, definitely not seen that top before. No, I don't believe I've had it on before. Isn't that such a bad first world problem I've got? Don't think I've worn that top. Carl sends his love. How is he? Hope he's well. Jonas, fingers crossed you'll outlive the olive tree. With me looking after it, I probably will outlive it. JT, I do really enjoy your garden videos. Yeah, I know, I like going out and about and just doing things. Avocado, yummy. I love avocado. That's amazing, 95 years. Yeah, I actually got a certificate as well with proof of where it was brought from. I didn't know you got that. But never mind. I didn't want proof. I didn't need proof. I just liked the tree, so I didn't care. Did it come with those dents on it? It jolly well did. It jolly well did. He's very well, thank you, Joe. Thank good. I'm pleased he's well. We won't mention bonsai trees. No, we won't mention bonsai. They don't live very long with me. In fact, they didn't actually even sprout. A great investment. Wow, you never know. So anyway, I have got some news for you because I've been asked this a lot. And I may as well say it now because otherwise I'll forget all about it. And then you'll all be waiting for me on Wednesday and thinking, where's she gone? And I'll have already done it and that'll be it. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to talk about something else now. On Wednesday evening's live stream this week, as it is also the England match, which Jonas just can't wait for us to win. I'm not only teasing you, Jonas. We are going to have the live stream at 6 o'clock. Okay? So that'll give plenty of time for the live stream and then for everybody to calm their little socks down and get on and enjoy a decent, good game of football. And fingers crossed, England may do it again, who knows? But I can't possibly miss it because I was talking to Marty during the week on direct messages, and I'm quite a superstitious person. So like when I travel, if I'm flying, not a great lover of flying, so it never stops me going anywhere I want to go. I don't like heights, but I still go up every tallest building. I always have to be sort of like the first time I watched the football match, the kickball to you and me, John, I can't bear football. Although I did quite enjoy watching the England game. I think it was because of obviously the fact it was your country and what have you. So I thought, oh, I better watch the next one because if I don't watch the next one, they might not win. So sure enough, I watched the next one and they won again. So God forbid, if I don't watch the England match on Wednesday and they lose, I'll mentally feel I've caused it myself. So there you go. That's the case. So Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock. There you go. Very patriotic, aren't I, John, you and me, with our kick football? Yeah. Although, if they win this time, John, I think you've got to take one for the team instead of me. Okay. I think that's a deal. I'll shake on that. So there, everybody heard it here. John is going to take one for the team. So, what are you talking about now, Jonas? You're going to be the cheerleader almost. No, Jonas, I'm not going to be a cheerleader. It will not be football connected at all. Yeah, you see, John's right behind me on that one. He's going to take one for the team. So I'm going to put my glasses on now. These birds in that tree behind me. Jade, and say when UK wins. Don't do anything different and say when the UK wins. I will. JT, I was terrified of heights until I did my VNA training, forklift with a... Oh, my son's done that. You have to abseil to get out of... Oh, no, he hasn't done that, I don't think. It was quite high up, but it wasn't that high up. Marty. Yes, Marty Bear, that's athlete superstition. I didn't know Marty Bear had commented. Sorry, Marty Bear. Have I missed one? Oh yeah, I have. I would think changing things up would be a jinx. And say when UK wins. Yeah. No, see, I didn't say the UK will win. I just said, who knows, fingers crossed. We may be as lucky as we have been. So, I'm doing the performing monkey trick. Oh, go on then, Jill. That means go on then, Jill. You'll take one for the team, doesn't it, Joe? I need to beef the chair. Don't change anything. May is bad luck. Oh, no, I don't go with all that. I'm just superstitious in different ways. So like, when I used to fly, I'm not so nervous now, because my daughter's just hilarious. From the minute she could talk, she would shout across the seats to sort of like her dad and say, Daddy, what happens if we fall out of the sky? And people, you could tell people around her if any of them were nervous, and they'd be like, please stop your child from talking like that. So, no, but before I had kids, I used to be really nervous about flying. And then once I had kids, I didn't care anymore. I was just like, oh, well, you know, they're sat on my knee. If we go down, we go together. But yeah, I used to look around the plane and think, I would sort of like weigh up overweight people and underweight people and average people. And I think, well, whoever's put the seat tickets numbers and everything, they've not equaled out the aeroplane properly. Maybe somebody ought to be moving over. What's Metal Man said now? I'm missing all these things. John B. I think Jill missed my comment. Well, I did, darling. I'm so sorry. If the lose Jill. Well, we mustn't say they're going to lose. He'll do one if they win or lose, Metal Man. Yeah. He said further up, it says, go on then, Jill. He's going to do it. He's offered. We'll expect pictures and video, John. That makes sense. I can have a day off. John can do my work. More like two monkeys in a sack. I think so, Mickey Man. Hi, Michael. That's a very pretty picture. That looks like somewhere I would like to be right now. Swimming in the sea. My flight to Rome was halted to let a guy off who had massive... When I went to Thailand for my honeymoon... No, I didn't. It was a couple of years after my wedding. Sorry, what am I thinking of? Yeah, went to Thailand, and that was the first time I'd done a long haul flight. So I would have been, I got married when I was 17, I'd have been maybe about late 18, early 19. And there was a girl at the front of the aeroplane, and she was anorexic. And she looked sort of like worryingly dangerous. You know, sort of like if she'd had a backpack on, you'd be thinking, I don't want to sit on that plane with her. So anyway, she got on, and it turned out it was her honeymoon. That's where I got honeymoon from. So she was on her honeymoon with her husband, and she kept at every opportunity, if you sort of like got eye contact with her, she'd sort of like say, I'm nervous of flying, I'm nervous of flying. And you'd be thinking, oh, shoot, I don't really like it, but, you know, stop it, you worry me. And then all of a sudden, as the plane was going down the runway, she kicked off big style, and I mean big style. She was screaming, she was getting out of her seat, she was trying to run for the doors and everything. And I just remember this big sort of like woman, air hostess woman, got her, pushed her down in her seat and just went boof like that across her face. Poor girl, she didn't wake up for about 2-3 hours. Gone, she was away with the fairies, so. And probably just as well. But I remember getting off that flight, and I said to the air hostess as we got out, I said, did we come across in convoy? And she said, no. And I said, it's just that there was a light that followed us all the way here. Because we left late afternoon, it suddenly went into darkness. And then as you went through the different time zones, it seemed to be dark most of the time. And I said, there was definitely a light following us. And I said, sort of like down there. And she said, no, that was the light at the end of the aeroplane wing, darling. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I went, embarrassed. So now, what have I missed? Oh, what have I missed? Kids look amazing. Thank you, Michael. JT, good God, John, do you want a job? MJ, 100. Hello, darling. Joe, hi, how are you? You've put always a pleasure. Thank you. John B, anorexic, should have thrown her a Mars bar. You're like I'm like a fine wine. I've got a fine wine tonight. Okay, so you've just mentioned something there, Marty. I went to the shop on Tuesday after the last live stream, and I bought some candy prawns and bananas, the sugar ones, lovely. And I bought 4 bags of lemon bonbons. Yeah, I couldn't find any alphabet letters, or else I would have had 4 to 8 bags of those. But I've got to think of my waistline now, so. But so you lot have all made me end up getting loads of sweets now. Silent fan, be silent fan. I had a similar experience. I decided not to marry her. What on earth is that all about? John? Oh, the silent fan. Hello, silent fan. Who are you? You're new here. Once I sat next to a person carrying 3 dolls who claimed they were possessed by ghosts. That was an interesting flight across the US. Whoa, I bet that was. Let's see what John's said. Wow, that's a good one. I sat coming home from Mallorca, I think it was, a few years back. We got separated in our flight seats, and so there was me and my son were sat together. My daughter was with her dad, and then there was one other seat, and this young lad was sat next to me, who was round about the same age as my son, and he was sort of like that, or the whole, sort of as it took off. And I looked at him and I said, are you worried? And he said, And I said, really, there's nothing at all to be worried about. You're perfectly safe. Yeah, nothing's going to happen. I said, and besides which, brand new plane. I said, excellent make. Not that I knew anything about the make of the plane. I was just trying to make conversation. And so I'm nudging my son and I'm going, go on, talk to him and tell him how it's safe. Anyway, my boy turned around and he said, yeah, it's really safe. There's nothing to worry about. And he said, how do you know? And he said, well, my mum just told me to tell you. Anyway, it turned out he knew everything about aeroplanes. I felt like slapping his face by the time we just took off. I felt like, that's it, I'm going to throw myself out the window now. So, and my daughter's a bad omen because we were travelling home from one place and she said there's this lady sat next to us who was rather big, and she looked at me and that innocent childlike way where they're not ashamed to say what they think. She said, you do know that's an absolute load of codswallop and that people can't get sucked out of an aeroplane. She said, oh, an aeroplane window. And I said, yeah, no, if you're high up in the sky, you could get sucked out of the window. No, she said, there's no way on earth that lady there is getting sucked out of that window. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, I was saying like, shush, and, stop worrying people. Anyway, we got home the next day on TV in America. Oh, that's really odd. And then, and what else was it she did? Only a few years back, I can't remember where the team was. Was it Sheffield or somewhere like that? There was a family that owned the football stadium of the football team. Died in a helicopter accident. So we're watching this on TV, not the accident. So we're watching this interview on TV, and she said, I had a dream that there was a nasty helicopter accident, and it just went boom like that, and all these people were like crying because the people on it were really famous. That very evening, the helicopter came out of the sky. So if she comes out with any omens, I try not to fly when she says things like that. She really creeps me out when she said it. And she's into all the ghosty sort of stuff. So it could have been my daughter who was sat next to her if she was older. But I'm sure it wasn't her. Frankly, she doesn't go anywhere without me. So so nobody's actually put any more comments up since I decided to stop talking. I'm whistling tonight. JT, I'd watch it. I was on a flight once with a girl who was so scared about the plane landing, and I just talked to her, and she didn't even know we'd landed. Yeah, isn't that so sweet? This young lad though, nothing I could say, he knew something more sinister. Even though I'm saying, yeah, no, really, nothing to worry about. He held my hand when we landed, because he was really nervous. I'm like, yeah, you won't even feel it. I remember flying to somewhere. It was on a big plane. And it was the first time I'd been on a jumbo jet. And this guy, this old chap next to me, must have thought I was really scared because my dog had died the day before. So I was still crying, as you do. And taking off. And he reached over and put his hand on my arm and he said, don't worry, darling, you can't feel a thing when these things take off. And I looked at him and I said, oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you and that. And anyway, took off and we hit a crosswind and the whole jumbo jet was bang, 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 all the way up. And then it settled down and he looked at me and he said, I'm so sorry, darling. I won't ever say that again. I felt really sorry for him. He was only trying to help out. But, Jonas, who else likes Julie Strain? I just found out she passed away this January. Let's do a toast to her, shall we? Julie Strain. So, okay, that's we have a £2 bag of M&M's for hurricane survival food. Wow! Oh, cream eggs. Man, trust you to go one better than Marty. Cream eggs. I forgot to get any. Let's just go back a bit. Here we go again. I know Julie Strain like ? whole other thing. Who's Julie Strain? I've never heard of a Julie Strain. Is that a name we should all know? Jonas? I don't know. I've never heard of anybody called Julie Strain before. I don't think, anyway. I could be wrong. I don't know anybody's name, do I? Hurricane survival food. You need some cream eggs in that one, Marty. Much of mine. Jill, if I turn up with some cream eggs, you can get me very sticky. You'd end up having to clean me up afterwards. I've seen that done actually, the cream egg thing that is. Stephen, hello Stephen, how are you? John, you're not allowed to throw people out of a plane, out of a window on an aeroplane, Jill. No, I don't think you are. In fact, I don't even think you're allowed to throw them out the door when it's actually in the air. But that wasn't what she said. She said, I don't think anybody can get sucked out of one. That just so did not sound right, did it? We'll stop the sucked out of an airplane conversation. The silent fan, or at least sucked. This is going so wrong, isn't it? So wrong. I'm going to cry in a minute. John, stop it now. Or you really are going to be doing the jerk-off instruction on Friday. I'm going to cry in a minute. I've got tears in my eyes. Oh, Metal Man, I've just done my twirl. Right, that's so far. Don't all yell at once. Yo. Michael S. Yes, I'm back. My connection dropped. Oh. Excuse me. MJ100, wow. I'm guessing that was when I was doing my little... It looks more Indian to me. I love the way it just sort of like holds them. Yeah, my streaming's breaking up. Jill, that was Marty that said that, not me. Jill, do you know what the definition of a good pilot is? I'm guessing it's the word for Ryanair, and I'm hoping it's somebody that gets us back down on the ground. No, what is the definition of a good pilot? Yes, it is working, MJ100. It is, darling. Rob, hello there. How are you? Excuse me, if we're in the middle of a chat, I will break off and just say hi to new people, just so that they know, in case you've been there a while waiting. Never heard that name before. No, I've never heard that name before. Queen of the Bee movies? Jonas, what are you talking about? Yeah, everybody needs cream eggs. I go with you on that one, JT. Bob, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? If you want to see a top airliner sketch, search Foster Brooks on YouTube. Okay, that sounds interesting. We don't get real Cadbury's eggs here. Fake ones. Oh, we don't do fake here. Carl Heathers, hello. Cassiabella. I'm sure I haven't pronounced that properly, but thank you, Metal Man. No, Jonas, you don't have to show me pictures of her. It's took me a week to get pictures of you. I don't need other people now. When I flew back from Cuba, we had 2 aborted landings, which terrified me. Oh, no, I don't think I'd like that very much, Suzanne. That would scare me. I'd be thinking like, oh my God. Been in a queue where they sort of like say to you, we're going round and round, and that makes me dizzy. But no, 2 aborted, that's when you come down and then you have to go up again. Oh, no, I'd be opening that door. I'd be smashing that window to get sucked out. Out, I said, sucked out, not, yeah. My dad was an airline pilot. He died with a smile on his face. John, stop now. That is just, I'm just hoping that was a joke. My dad was an airline pilot. He died with a smile on his face, not screaming like his passengers. Honestly. So that about Julie Strain didn't go down well. No, not if you're going to send me her picture, no. If I didn't know her, I don't need to know her now. That's my motto in life. If you didn't know somebody, no point trying to know them when they're gone. We're too far ahead of her. Yes, stop for a minute because you're too far ahead of me. It's because I don't stop talking. Then nobody says, Jill, shut up a minute. John Berger, goodbye. Where's Bettleman's reply? Oh, was it Bettleman? I can't remember. Right, I've got right to the end now. Alright, okay. So I'm up to date with everybody, I think. MJ, hang on, stop. MJ 100. It was but how look lovely all the time. Thank you. I sort of get a gist of what you mean there. Hershey sued the real camera. I don't like Hershey bars. My kids do, but I don't like them. I love it when you just go off on your... I love it when you just go off on something. I know I don't know when to stop. You know, I toss and roll my eyes at my mum because she'll do that for hours. And hello. That's a very distinguished picture there. That's very nice. Ball gown. I've worn long dresses before. Is that the sort of thing you mean? JT, okay, I have to love and leave you all. I promised I'd watch a friend's open mic night, but been fun as usual. See you later, JT. You have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. Don't mind that we can't come or anything like that. Don't stop. Oh, sorry, a new phone, getting used to the keyboard. That's okay, that's okay. Jill, here is the answer again. A good pilot is one with the same number of takeoffs as landings as takeoff. Yeah. You want to make the 2, don't you? You don't want to just take off and not manage the landing. No, I quite agree. So it's a gown with lots of balls on then, is it? A ball gown? When you say a ball gown, do you mean one of these that comes in tight at the waist and then out? Like a Cinderella type beautiful dress? If it is, I haven't got one of those. I do have long dresses though, which I have worn before, which I like. Oh. Hi. What are you doing, MJ, with the other hand? I can almost tell. Oh, but any requests, he'll do them. You have a nice evening, JT. Matthew, yes, a long dress would be great. Have you not seen me do the long dress ones? I think I've done a few now, but I'll certainly do another because I haven't done one for ages. This really is quite nice. I have to get used to this forum. Alan, we just talk about anything, everything and anything. Last week it was sweets. Usually it's music or what everybody's up to, and football and sport and you name it, we chat about it. It's good fun. And then Wednesdays and Fridays is totally different. That's when I do different things. I don't know why I blush when I say that. Marty67, Jill loved the Spitfire video yesterday. Wasn't that just nice? I've forgotten all about it because usually I go to the Fete, which I went to the Fete this year. It started to rain and I couldn't take my mother because she wasn't very good. So I came home early and then I was just sat in the kitchen and I could hear it and I'm like, oh, it's low. And then he flew round and round and round the village. I think 3 or 4 times he went round the village, which was really nice. So, yeah, really nice. And I thought to myself, I've got to get a video of this because you guys just won't believe me that there's a Spitfire flying over my house. So, yeah, it was nice. My dogs were hidden under the miniature willow tree. It was sort of like, all you could see was their tails sticking out, sort of quivering, like, oh my God, Mum, we're going to die. So, but anyway, Alan, yes, just persevere. You will get to love us all, I'm sure. If you want to laugh about flying, you should listen to What Goes Up Must Come Down by David Gunson. Okay, I shall have a look at that. Yes, you've done long dresses, just not formals. I'm not sure I'm posh enough to do formals. Can't believe you blush. I actually do blush. I'm actually a very nervous person. Not in this sort of situation, but I usually am. Oh yes, why? Is that what you're going to be doing on Friday? Don't forget, you are going to lose the bet. Marty says I'm breaking up again. Marty's in hurricane land at the moment, so it could be that he's got a storm coming. Spinning wheel, got to go round, got to go round. Metal Man is the former air traffic controller job. Okay. I'm running out of Harry. Harry's here. There you go. We've had quite a few. Jonas, give us a good reason to do a toast when. What brand of wine are you having there? I'm not telling you what sort of wine I'm drinking because that would be embarrassing. Okay, because I'm not a wine buff. I'm really, as you all know, I don't drink that much anyway. So this is mixed with lemonade because after one I would have a bad head tomorrow. Although sometimes it's worth a bad head. I don't drink mega exciting wines, so. Have you got a test card you can show for the rest? Test card. Silent fan. After a couple of glasses, this might turn into a Wednesday stream. No, Wednesday night. So for anybody who's just joined and wasn't around earlier, Wednesday evening's live stream is going to be on at 6 o'clock due to the football, which should be interesting. It's a spritzer. It most certainly is a spritzer with cheap wine. I like sweet wine, so it's a sweet wine. Gone, no video. Oh, I'm sorry, Marty. I had a partner who liked giving... Right, for anybody who's new here, John is a practical joker, gets me to read them out. I think I missed Suzanne there. Oh, dear. Suzanne, where have you gone, sweetheart? I'm sure it was Suzanne. No, it wasn't Suzanne. She's a Highland fan. Doesn't look anything like Suzanne, does it? Ah, Jonas, bad head, you've always... very good. Very good. Alan, try a Portuguese Vino Verde. It's great. My Portuguese restaurant owner introduced me to it. It's quite nice. I shall give it a go. Thank you very much. Oh, Marty's back. Good practice when I lose power. Where did I get my top, John? I got it from a shop down the road, actually, in Nottingham. Just before lockdown, the original first lockdown. I was actually, the night we went into lockdown, the first time I was in hospital. So there. I had vertigo, banged myself and knocked myself spark outright. Lockdown was 2020, yeah. Have you ever been to the Royal Concert Hall in Nottingham, Jill? Yes, I have, a long time ago. A long time ago, actually, because a friend of mine is a actor, a straight actor. And whenever him and his productions are on, I get tickets. The last thing I went to was an Elvis Presley thing. And I went to quite a lot, actually. I do go to quite a lot. But not always there, usually down in London. Metal Man. Now that's a sight worth toasting. Jill's twins are back again, cheers. I almost came there. I will do it again for you, darling. I just don't do any more than that. But Wednesday night, I do. So we'll all look forward to Wednesday night now. So, my son has lately been suffering from vertigo. Sick 5 times while trying to lay down in bed. Not nice. My son is suffering very bad with anxiety. And he's so sick all the time. As soon as you say you've got to go out, you've got to have your injection. And he's just spent a whole week of being ill, night after night after night. So bad. But vertigo, yeah, I can sympathise with your son there. But I do have tablets now. And I can let you know what they're called. Not right this second, obviously, because I've not got my bag with me. Anyway, so we are coming to the end of tonight. Because my mother didn't fall over actually. She awkwardly twisted and slid down her kitchen worktop and has done her back in. So I need to keep going and check in on her at the moment. So I'm now a carer. Well, thank you. Thanks. Matthew Wells. Come on, please, stick up for me, Matthew, here. We've just had a new lady start working at my main office on reception, and she is stunning, just like you. I need the confidence to ask her out. Go for it. Just deep breath. Go on in there. Be polite. Be a gentleman. Very few gentlemen around these days, I find. Just be a gentleman. Every woman likes a gentleman. It's nice. And talk, yeah. John's just told you there, talk is free. Do it. Do it. She'll love you. She will love you. Right, be brave and do brave things, Matthew. Advice of Marty there. Gordon. Hello, darling. I'm going to take my glasses off because I think they're shining in the camera. Good evening, Gordon. So, yes, as I said, don't forget 6 p.m. on Wednesday instead of 7:30. Matthew, we will expect not to see you on there because we'll expect you to be on a date. Or if you are on there, tell us how it went. I'm sure. Deep breath, head held high, tell her how nice she looks, and talk. That's all you need to do. So good night, everybody. It's been great fun. And sorry I've nattered on and on and on about God knows what, because I can't even remember now. But I'll see you all at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, wearing your England t-shirts. Okay, I'll whisper that so Jonas doesn't hear me. Bye everybody, you take care. Mwah. Bye bye. Jonas is really going to kill me next time, isn't he? I'm only teasing Jonas. Right, so anyway, I've enjoyed this evening. It's been great fun. And I'm pleased I'm not flying away on holiday anywhere at the moment after that little conversation. Take care, all of you, and see you on Wednesday evening.